Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Lisse 2-light indoor wall sconce. This is the 23053. It's also a single version of this. That's the 23050. Check it out. Also a chandelier. You should see that too. It's really, really nice. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. 22.5 inches from the very bottom to the very top, and then 5.5 inches wide. So the projection from the wall coming out is only 3.1, which qualifies this to be ADA compliant. ADA compliancy is Americans with Disabilities Act that says a sconce can only come out from the wall up to 4 inches, so you can get by it very easily, and this qualifies for that. So if you guys are doing some kind of commercial installations like a doctor's office or a hotel or something like that, this is going to be a good one for you. Also, if you're a homeowner, really good one for using in hallways and stairways because it'll be easy to get by because it's only 3.1 inches out. Okay, let's talk about a couple other things. Talk about distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your junction box is coming in at 8.4 inches. The back plate on this is 4.25 by 5.25, so that's going to be big enough to go over a standard 4-inch junction box. So you guys either have this on your wall or you have a gang box. You have this on your wall, and that backplate will cover both of those without any problem. It's also super light. It's only 2.2 pounds, so not much weight going on it at all. It's going to be using this Swift cool little piece of glass. So this is a hand-made piece of glass from Hubbardton Forge. The inside of this is threaded, so it's going to go over the socket, which also has threading on it, and then it's sandblasted on the inside and outside. It's called a diffuser, just so you know. And we sell replacements in case you ever break one down the road. Okay, moving on. Why don't we talk about what's going on inside of this as far as lamping goes. It's going to be using a G9 socket. G9 sockets use G9 bulbs. They have little prongs in the bottom. Sometimes they have wires like the halogen version, and they just push right in like, oops, let me get it in there, like that. So they push in and they clip, and you're good to go. No, nothing special. If you guys want to stick with a halogen, you can still do that. These are great, actually. A lot of people are dismissing halogens for LEDs, but I still use these in our showroom all the time. This is a 20-watt halogen. Produces a beautiful 2700 Kelvin kind of yellow orange light, which I like in this fixture a lot. It's very romantic. Could be great if these were flanking a fireplace or maybe a painting. That would be pretty cool. You can go up to 60 watts in each of the sockets, and you've got 2 sockets, don't forget, if you want to stick with halogen. And you can get these frosted, and you can get these clear like this one, and you can get them everywhere. You can get them at hardware stores and home centers. Easy to get them online like Amazon, places like that. If you want to go LED, you can do that too, and you can do quite a bit with LED in this. So the best thing to do would be to hop online really quick and put in a search, and it would be G9 LED bulb, light bulb, and they're going to pop up all kinds of different guys like that one too. So you've got, this one's in silicone. I don't see these too much anymore. This guy, which has kind of got a big orange piece of phosphorus inside of it, is called phosphorus 1. They actually don't even name these, but you can see them online too. I kind of like this one in this fixture, especially because here's the thing about this. So if you were to get one of these super big LEDs, the cob ones that look like corn cobs, sometimes you can see a little bit of the pattern of the corn cob light LED pads kind of coming through this a little bit. Does it bother me? Not really, because I use these in our showroom all over the place, and I especially use this guy because I can find this up to 100-watt equivalent. It's just a little longer, and I use it everywhere I can because I like the idea of giving people as much light as they can get and use, and then dimming it down to where you want it to be. So again, I got these on Amazon. They were easy to get. Not a problem. I found them at Home Depot. I found them at Lowe's, True Value Hardware Store, places like that. They're going to offer these LEDs in different colors of the light coming out. They're going to offer them to you in that 2700 Kelvin, very similar to our friend here, our halogen bulb, incandescent bulb. And that's going to be 2700 Kelvin is going to be the super yellow light, kind of like a setting sun. They're also going to offer these to you in something called daylight, which you have to be really careful about because daylight sounds like it should be a warm light like sunlight, but it is not. It is like an overcast day. It's the blue-white light you see in convenience stores and hospitals and places like that. Some people really like that. I'm not one of those persons, but it's It's up to you guys. So they're also going to offer these to you in different wattage equivalents, so don't be afraid of that part of it. So generally a 10 watt is going to be the biggest I've found out there, and that's going to be a 100 watt equivalent, and it kind of just goes down from there. So you can get it all the way down to like 2 watts, but any place in between is going to be fine too, because these don't generate heat, they just generate light and use very little electricity. So you can play around with them. I actually found the best selection on Amazon, so that's just where we go for those. I'll show you a little bit more about everything. We're going to look at the installation instructions really quick. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen midway down. You're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a parts list. It's going to show you how everything goes together, which is super simple. It's also going to show you some good detailed drawings of the back plate and how it's going to go over your junction box. So take advantage of those. They're always there for you. The other thing, it's a dimmable fixture like I mentioned before, so it doesn't matter what you're getting as far as bulbs go, just make sure they are dimmable. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.